Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the CSA Talks podcast. And today I'm joined by Mrinal. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, after like 100 takes.
After like 100 takes,
Yeah.
sure, finally, yeah. But anyway, Mrinal, thanks for being here. What brings you to Cranfield? Introduce yourself a bit.
So, hey there, I'm Mrinal and I'm from Washim, Maharashtra, which is mostly in central India.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm completing my master's in advanced air mobility systems.
It's a mouthful, isn't that?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me a bit about what was life like before you came to Cranfield?
I was like working. I mean,
Okay.
I completed my bachelor's
Okay.
and then I got a placement, then I started working in the field. So, yeah.
So it looks like you had a job.
Yeah. I had it.
What made you, I'm just a bit curious at this point, what made you shift to want to do a master's program?
It's like I do have like a backstory for it. It's like my mom.
Okay.
It's my mom because she's like, oh, do you just want to settle down, like do your bachelor's and then just do
Just
a
a bachelor's,
job?
isn't it? Yeah. Classic
Do
Indian mom, that.
So she was like, don't you want to do a master's or something?
Fine, okay. And then you
then-
researched and you chose Cranfield, or was there more to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But firstly, I didn't know like Cranfield existed.
You did not know we existed.
No.
I think that's a common thread right there, yeah?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I just got to know that from like my counselor
Yeah.
about it, and then I was like, yeah, that's the good place. I
Yeah,
mean, I did a bit of research
Sure.
and thought it was like, this is the place where I want to go.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what excited you the most about doing a master's at Cranfield? Before you came here,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah, I think there are many things. This is actually my first international trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you love the independency, being away from home? I
Yeah.
hope your parents don't see this. It's going to be bad. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing.
Okay.
But I was a bit worried as well
Sure.
because I had to study again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a shift, isn't it? Especially when you're working and suddenly you're being thrown into an academic environment. So what did that shift look like for you? Like, how'd you cope with it?
Oh, that was a bit difficult.
It was a harsh shift, was it?
Yeah, that was. But yeah, I mean, you kind of have to build up a mindset for it.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah. And it is just that, you have to like change your mindset completely. That's a valuable thing. Talk to me. You said it's your first trip outside.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what was it like when you got that flight, 12 hours or whatever, from India, you landed in Heathrow. What was it like what was your first day like in the UK?
Oh, well, actually, it wasn't just like 12 hours.
Okay,
So I
okay.
had to actually travel more, like 24 hours.
Oh, so you had like travel 12 hours
Yeah,
to the
for
airport.
the flight, yeah.
Oh, wow, that is mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was tiring.
Okay.
Tiring, but when I landed up, so there was like the airport meeting service
Yeah.
from the Cranfield. So it was nice. Like I didn't have to like think about it.
Okay.
And so while coming, that's a funny story. That while coming to the uni, we got a flat tire.
You had a flat
In
tire
the- yeah.
in the motorway.
Yeah.
Oh, that is hard.
So we were supposed to be here like in 2 hours. It took us like 4.
I can imagine. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a sunny day. So.
Oh, so you didn't
yeah,
experience
yeah.
the rain of England
No.
yet? Okay.
But it was fun. I came. It was beautiful actually that day. But I had like 4 suitcases with me. So,
Okay. So
yeah,
I'm
that
guessing
was like a
the
tough-
walk from him dropping you off in Mitchell Hall to wherever you had to go,
Yeah.
that was a painful walk, wasn't
Yeah.
it? But also, that's what you get when you take 4 suitcases. Like, what do you carry in 4 suitcases? Now that you said 4 suitcases,
Yeah.
as students, when we all travel, we forget that one thing. What did you forget? Yeah, I know. I'm sure you forgot something. What did you forget?
I have to think about it.
So you didn't forget that much.
Yeah, I think I just carried everything that I
4
needed.
suitcases. You just had all of it. Even if you
Yeah.
don't need it, you just
And
shove
it's
it
like
in the
an
bag.
Indian mom, so
Okay.
You do carry every
She gave
single
you-
thing.
fine.
Yeah.
All right. So what looked a bit different when you first came in than like obviously you had expectations. What was that like?
Um.
Like what was different when you first came in compared to where you'd been in India?
what was different
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean everything actually.
Okay.
There was like the you could talk about the weather.
Okay, okay. The
Okay.
weather. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the weather. It was quite different and unpredictable. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's too unpredictable. Like
Yeah. I think that's a favorite English talking point. It's just
yeah.
how's the
How's
weather?
the weather?
Oh, the weather's horrible. But not today. It's a very sunny day. We're in the middle of a heat wave, so can't complain.
Yeah.
But I will still complain about the heat. Yeah. So tell me, what was your course like? Like, obviously, you came here to study. When did you first start meeting people?
It was in like the clubs and societies fair.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
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 And there was like the career fair.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I met some people. Like I did some socializing. And
Okay.
Yeah, those were the points, and I.
Yeah, and a
think-
club and societies fair is a really nice place to kind of meet people
Yeah.
because you're all here looking at all the clubs and societies.
Mhm.
And this year it's going to be on the 3rd of October, so that's quite nice. So you
Oh,
being here,
Interesting.
and I'm sure you might be there with whatever club you're part of, trying to get students in. But then, I think kids when they see common interests,
Mhm.
bonds form. Wonderful. Yeah, talk to me a bit about what was. When did you kind of like move from like recognizing faces to recognizing, oh, these are friends, these are people that I know, rather than just random faces at Cranfield? Was there a sudden shift, or do you think that was quite gradual?
It was like gradual because
Okay.
you kind of need to hang out
Sure.
with
Yeah, yeah.
them a lot
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to get to that point.
Yeah, yeah. So where did you hang out with your friends?
Oh, it was mostly like in CSA.
Okay, okay. At our
Yeah.
place, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to, like, I had like a few friends and my housemates, so we used to host like dinners and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Well, I don't
Yeah.
want you to say anything like, we host house parties and stuff. We don't do that here. We're an academic institution, please. And
Okay.
what about, so what would you tell? So obviously you told the story of how you traveled 12 hours from your place to the airport and then further 12 hours to come to Cranfield. And again, your journey didn't end there
Yeah.
with another 4 hours to get from the airport to Cranfield because
Yeah.
the flat tire. What would you tell somebody who is kind of anxious about traveling alone or leaving their comfort zone and traveling to the UK for the first time?
Oh, wow. I think it's just you just have to do it.
You have to do it.
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
have to do it because
Yeah.
you just got all those procedures done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
And-
important. You do all your pre-arrival checklists.
Yeah.
You finish everything, so there's no reason for things to go wrong. And you are a bit anxious, but you just have to do it. You just have to take the
Yeah,
plunge.
you just have to do it.
Yeah. So that's what you would tell someone. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. I
Yeah.
mean, if they've thought about it, you
Yeah.
know, like that, I want to come there, and you've actually got like, you changed your mindset for it. So I think that's the easiest part to like get a flight and come over here.
Yeah. It's basically the Nike logo. Just do it. What surprised you? You spoke about that mindset shift from working to an academic environment. But what surprised you about the academic environment here at Cranfield?
Oh, surprised me. Like, this is like a 1-year course, so
Okay.
it's actually really intense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the academic, like the whole procedure, I don't know, it works differently.
Okay.
So like you get assignments,
Yeah.
and then you've got like a few projects to work on.
Yeah.
There's like a group project and an individual project as
Okay.
well.
Two projects in 1 year.
Yeah.
It's mad, along with your coursework and your assignments. It is a very intensive year, isn't it? And I'm guessing that would have been a bit of a shock to the system when you first got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bit shock, and you have to study a lot.
I bet. It's why we call it a master's program, isn't it? It ain't no
Yeah.
bachelor's. All right. At what point? You said you spoke about the workload.
Yeah.
At what point in your academic journey
Mhm.
did you find the workload to be like real? Like, oh, this is actually a lot.
I think it was like in my second month of my
Okay.
into my course.
All right, so the first month is easy then.
Yeah, that
Oh.
was easy.
Okay.
It was the second month when we actually started with all the modules,
Okay.
and at the same time we had the group project that started off.
Okay.
And so it was quite a bit of a work. Like you have to attend the lectures, you have to do the meetings, and assignments and the meetings, like
Yeah,
the group
yeah.
project work.
And there's a lot of
So,
things happening
to
at the
juggle,
same time.
yeah. And I couldn't make my schedule, you know,
Okay.
like, yeah, it was a bit difficult at
Okay.
that moment.
Okay.
But then later it became like, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
need to do it like this.
Yeah.
Then I got
it.
sort of, yeah.
Tell me a bit, because you spoke about the schedule, but you also said it was a bit hard and difficult.
Yeah.
So what did you kind of do in those moments of when you felt I didn't understand something, it was a bit of a challenge, or it was quite really, like you said, hard?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do? How did you overcome that?
Oh, academically.
Academically, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Fine. Sorry, my bad. Apologies. Yeah.
Academically, we we were in our group project, and so when we had like really big issues, like we couldn't understand the concepts, but
Yeah.
there were some few my cohort, they were like they were expert in some areas which I was not,
Okay.
and vice versa.
Okay.
So we just kind of helped each other. I did ask
Sure.
like my cohort and my supervisors, so they were kind of helpful.
Okay. So I think what you're trying to say is during those moments you just reached out to your peers in your cohort and to supervisors and professors. Was it easy to reach out to them? What did you feel? Did you feel it was easy to just say, hey, I didn't get it? Or do you think it was a bit of a struggle for you?
No, I think I was fine.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
You
I
were a
do
chatty
reach
type,
out.
so you just-
I do
yeah.
reach out. So
Okay. You said a bit, now, when you talk about reaching out, I just want to go back to this one question of like making friends and finding those peers here. Was that how, like, did you have to push yourself socially? Did you have to put a lot of effort in, or did that just come naturally? What do you think?
oh no, over here I think you actually have to push
You have-
yourself.
Yeah, okay, you have to
Yeah.
push yourself, yeah.
So
A little out of your comfort zone to make those friends.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
because the Cranfield University is kind of like quiet place.
Yeah.
It becomes like a bit isolated as well.
Mm.
So you might feel like lonely if you don't
Yeah.
actually try to make friends or
Yeah.
trying to talk to someone.
Mm.
I did try.
I'm sure you did. Yeah. All right. And that's such a valuable thing, isn't it? Like, you have to put in that effort. Otherwise, Cranfield can become exactly that, isolating, lonely. And so I think it's very vital that you make the most out of your first month here.
Yeah.
Trying to like make those friends and connections. What felt most unfamiliar when you arrived in the UK? Like it's your first trip outside of India. What felt unfamiliar? Or different? Culturally, socially?
Different. I could say, the culture. I mean, the food culture.
Oh yeah, the
I
food.
could
The
say.
food. I was trying to avoid that, but hey, yeah, okay, sure. Let's talk about the food. Yeah.
Yeah, the food culture, because where I come from, it's full of flavors, you know.
Well, this
I mean,
one is salted this
no,
way. Okay.
no, not like that.
Okay.
But yeah, and over here,
We add something called seasoning. Yeah. But over here it's a bit different, isn't it?
it is a bit different.
The
So
food's
it
a
is,
bit more bland, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's the natural flavor of the food is what we're trying to taste. So I never knew what
Good cover up.
yeah, I never knew what chicken tasted like until I came to the UK.
Uh-huh.
Because back home you have chicken curry, chicken korma, and those are all like flavor. But then I never knew what chicken tasted like until I came to the UK,
Okay.
and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
so that's what chicken tasted like. Because just have chicken with salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is all right, cool. So the food kind of
The
just came
food.
out to you. And how'd you cope with it? Did you cook your own food, or what'd you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first 1 or 2 months, I did cook.
Okay.
Yeah, but when the workload got a bit, you
Yeah.
know, like intense, I was like, no, I cannot.
Okay.
Then I actually got up with the meal deals.
Oh, so hey, when in Rome, you have to be, yeah. I think the meal deal is quintessentially a very British lunch.
Yeah.
So that's what you, yeah, amazing. Was there anything that helped you maintain that connection to home? Because you're thousands of miles away from, your parents, your comfort zone, your support structure.
Yeah.
So what helps you maintain that connection to home?
Oh, I think it's just the phone calls.
Just phone
Like,
calling?
Yeah,
Just-
just phone calls.
So where you on
too.
call with them like every day?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
great, okay.
So
I
it's
was
like the
expecting this to
video
be
calls
fun.
every day, and
Okay.
sometimes to my friends. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do? So obviously we spoke a bit about your academic structure and how full on it can be at times. But obviously everyone needs to take a break. So what did you do when you needed to take that break?
Um, I traveled.
You traveled.
I traveled a bit.
Where'd you go?
Yeah. I went to Cornwall.
You went to Cornwall? Yeah, yeah.
And to Scotland.
Oh wow!
Few
So you
days,
went
yeah.
all north and south.
Yeah, but just the two places.
Just the two
I haven't
places.
explored that much.
Well, if you had two places to explore in England, I think Scotland, the Highlands, and Cornwall are two good places to visit. Would you prefer the north or the south?
I think I loved Cornwall.
You love it prefer the south.
Yeah.
I think
But
I
I
prefer the
haven't.
south as well.
Yeah, I haven't like explored the Highlands that much.
Okay, fine, sure,
So,
sure.
maybe,
Yeah,
yeah.
fine. Well, good way to stay diplomatic. All right, so that's why you took breaks. You went on trips. Talk to me a bit about the trip because it's a weird question to ask, but I think you'd be a fair game for it. But obviously, you had to take some time off. Like you had to plan your trips. So was it just talk to me about how much effort did it take to plan those trips? Just give me a quick
I think I got a free time. I mean, I was so exhausted by the whole group project that I had. So when it finished, finally,
you treated yourself to a good break.
Yeah.
That is good. I think that's a good one. That's what I was getting at actually, because it's good to have those kind of like, hey, after I finish this, I'm gonna go on a trip, and that really gives you the motivation you need to finish the project then and there. Very good, very good. What is that one event, meal, journey, trip, or like a late night conversation that you really vividly remember and you would cherish as a memory?
I think the one where me and my friends were on the field
Okay.
late at night.
Okay.
We were just, I don't know, we were just having conversations about planes and constellations.
Sure.
And yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice. I mean,
It was a nice, yeah.
yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, and I think that's the good thing about Cranfield is it's so isolated, or the campus is your own campus. It's very safe, and every one of the students here just go to the field in the middle of the night and just look at the stars. That's amazing. I really hope your parents don't see this. What do you think a student should experience in their first month here? Like they've come, like new students are gonna come in a couple of months now. What do you think they should experience for the first time? Like in the first month here?
They should experience.
Yeah. Like what they should do, like 100%.
Oh, they should socialize.
Yeah, they should socialize.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should join the clubs,
Yeah.
like the clubs and societies. They've got a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I think they could go around like the nearby cities like Milton Keynes and Bedford. They could explore that much.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah. And it's good because in the first week we do a lot of like bus tours to Milton Keynes and Bedford. So make the most out of it. So let's get a bit real for a minute.
Yeah.
What was harder than you expected
What was harder?
in your academic journey, in your Cranfield journey? What was harder?
Was harder? Oh, that's a good question. I have to think about. It was just the studies actually.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It was harder than you thought it would be.
Yeah. I mean, I did have it in my mind that okay, it's gonna be hard, but you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But still, it was more than that.
Yeah.
It was a bit overwhelming at some time.
I think Cranfield can come across, especially because of the group projects, individual projects, and all these other things. It can come across as very intensive, and you're not really. It's good that you're sharing that because I think future students might be able to mentally prepare for that intense course.
Yeah.
All right. What was what became easier with time for you? Generally, it could be anything, but in your journey of Cranfield, what became easier?
Easier. I think to do things alone.
Okay.
To do everything by your own.
Yeah.
That became easier.
Yeah.
And to manage a lot of things at the same time.
Yeah, and I think that's why I think the master's degree is so valuable because it's not just the academics. It's not just you living at Cranfield and getting grades. It's about how it shapes you as a person in terms of you living alone, far away from family, managing your finances, managing your house. And I'm guessing you're gonna keep that. You keep your house very clean. I'm guessing. So I'm guessing that's all there. All right, so that became easier with time. Just
But yeah, cooking
Yeah.
became a lot difficult.
It became difficult.
Yeah.
Why would you say so?
Um, I don't know. I mean, for some reason, I just stopped cooking, and then
Yeah.
because if you do like Indian cooking,
Yeah.
it takes a time. It
Yeah,
takes a
and
lot
I think
of time.
I think as Indians, we have to like cook a dish. We have to have a side dish, and we have to have another dish, and everything takes time to cook. And we all, yeah, I can
And
feel
then
the
you've
pressure.
got to do the dishes as well.
And you have to wash the dishes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's communal.
You don't have your mom to wash the dish for you, do you? So you have to wash your dishes. I agree. Another question: what relationship or kind of experience kind of like shaped the year for you the most?
I could say the friendships.
The friendships. Yeah. They shaped.
The
Yeah.
friendships, yeah.
Good or bad?
Both
Both.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a roller coaster actually.
I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that's just part of living with different people, And I'm glad you said it's good and bad because it's not all sunshine, and you navigate those seasons in life. That's amazing. All right. Actually, we've come quite close to the end, actually.
Oh,
I have
okay.
2 more questions for you, and then we'll go to the outro where you show us your favorite place on campus.
Oh, okay.
So don't act like I told you this before. Like, you're acting like it's the first time I'm telling you about this. All right. So
But
one of
that's
those
interesting today.
it's interesting today. All right. What would you tell yourself if you could time travel? What would you tell yourself 1 week before before you came to the UK?
I think I would worry less.
You would worry less, yeah.
That
Yeah.
how am I gonna do things over here?
Yeah.
Because now I know that it wasn't that difficult to just come here
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
try to sort things out, and everything just comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. I
And
don't know how to explain
Yeah.
that feeling, but
I know what you're talking about. Like in
Yeah.
retrospective, when you look back, you can always be like, actually, I shouldn't have been that worried.
yeah.
All right, so that's what you would tell yourself 1 week before. And complete the sentence for me, please. Cranfield became home when? I didn't prepare you for this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You
Cranfield became home when?
When I started. Oh my God.
It's okay. It's okay.
Cranfield became my home.
Yeah. When?
When I started enjoying myself.
Fine. Sure. Yeah, when you forget about the worries,
Yeah.
and it's just start like doing life,
Yeah.
having fun, doing
I
your
kind of
trips.
started hanging out. I mean, I did hang out with myself a lot.
Sure.
I mean, but not like this.
Okay,
It's
okay.
completely different. That now I kind of enjoy my company,
Okay, good.
and I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I travel alone.
Yeah.
I do things alone, and
Yeah.
I'm happy that I'm doing that.
Yeah. To be honest, you're a bad company. You're fine.
Oh,
You're a good laugh. Yeah, you're fine. You can be better. No, I'm kidding. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Mrinal. That was a lot of valuable insights there. Talking about your journey here and how sometimes it's difficult to navigate those things in life. But hey, I think Cranfield shaped you the way you are now, and I think that's for the better, isn't it? So thank you so much, Mrinal. And in
Thank
the
you for
outro,
having me.
let's look at your favorite place. So
Yeah,
cue the
sure.
outro.
This is my student accommodation shared house, and this is the backyard of it, which is my favorite place, by the way. So we've got like a huge backyard and an apple tree, so which is kind of nice. I spend a lot of time in here. Like I listen to music, I dance sometimes. I love spending time over here. So thank you for watching.